Next, in all these cases, we have kept the magnet stationary. We didn't change the polarity of the magnet. Now it's time to change the polarity of the magnet, keeping all other factors constant. Okay, so just flip the magnet. Flip the magnet means what? Now this side will be our south pole and this side will be our north pole. So what will be the direction of magnetic field? Direction of magnetic field is reversed. You know, direction, the magnetic field always points from north to south, downwards. And also it was observed and the current flows from A to B. And you remember the displacement of the road when the current flows from A to B initially? Yes, initially it was towards right. Okay, initially it was towards right direction initially. But now when we reversed the direction of the magnetic field, the road was found to be displaced towards left side. So what does it mean? It means that when the direction of magnetic field is reversed, the direction of force is also reversed. So what is which is the third factor? Yes, the direction of magnetic field. Magnetic field is indicated by B. And at the same time, the strength of the magnetic field can also be a factor. Because if magnetic field is stronger, it exerts a stronger force on the conductor and the displacement also will be more. So the magnitude of magnetic field is also a factor. Now just increase the length of the road. Okay, just increase the length of the road. And when the length of the road is increased, it was observed the displacement also increased. That means the force also depends upon the length of the road. So which is the fourth factor? Fourth factor is length of the road. Okay, so these are the factors affecting or influencing the force acting on a current carrying conductor. So which are the factors? Magnitude and direction of current. Similarly, the magnitude and direction of magnetic field, and yes, the length of the road. We can consolidate all these factors in this equation. Force acting on a current carrying conductor is directly proportional to current, because when current is increased, force is increased. When current is decreased, force is decreased. And it is directly proportional to magnetic field. When the magnetic field is increased, force is increased. When the strength of magnetic field is decreased, force is decreased. And also it is proportional to the length of the road. Why? Because when length of the road is increased, force experienced by the conductor also increased. Okay, so these are the factors affecting or influencing the force acting on a current carrying conductor: current, magnitude and length of the road. This is very important result. Just remember this result. It will be useful for your class 12 physics 2. Okay, just look at these two figures. So in the first figure, the direction of the current through the conductor, see, let this be the direction of current. So the direction of current through the conductor is not perpendicular to the magnetic field, right? But what about the case in the second figure? See, here in the second figure, this is the direction of current. Okay, so this is the direction of current, and this direction is perpendicular to our magnetic field, right? So whenever the direction of current is perpendicular to the magnetic field, force experienced by the conductor is maximum. Okay, so the force experienced is maximum when the current and the direction of current is perpendicular to the magnetic field. And at this moment, we can apply a rule to find out the direction of force. At this moment means whenever the direction of current is perpendicular to the magnetic field, we can apply a rule to find out the direction of force experienced by the conductor. Because we know the force, we got the magnitude of force, but we don't know the direction of this force. So how to find out the direction of this force? The direction of this force can be found out by applying a rule which is known as Fleming's left hand rule. It's very important rule, my dear children. It is Fleming's left hand rule. And you had already studied about one rule by Maxwell's, that is Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. So many rules are there in this lesson, so don't get confused. It was Maxwell's right hand rule and it was used to find out the direction of magnetic field. This is Fleming's. Fleming is the name of a scientist. Fleming's left hand rule, and this is used to find out the direction of magnetic force. So children, let's go for a quick review of this experiment. So the displacement of the rod suggests that the force is exerted on the rod in magnetic field. Okay, the rod is displaced, which indicates the rod experiences a force when it is placed in the magnetic field. Now the magnitude of this force depends on magnitude of current through the rod and also the strength of the magnetic field. That means I and B. One more factor is there, that is length of the rod, that I had already discussed. Next, the force experienced is maximum when the rod is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field. That means when the direction of the current is perpendicular to the magnetic field. Next, we can discuss Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so this is Fleming's left hand rule. See, first I will state the rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? Listen carefully. Fleming's left hand rule states that when you keep the thumb, 1 minute, let me adjust my face cam. Okay, so Fleming's left hand rule states that when you keep the thumb, index finger and middle finger of the left hand right angle to each other, if the middle finger shows the direction of current, index finger shows the direction of magnetic field, then the thumb will show the direction of motion. So this law explains the working of a DC motor. Why is it so? Because the force experienced by the current carrying conductor is the basic principle behind the working of an electric motor. See, whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. So this is the basic principle behind the working of an electric motor, and the direction of that force is obtained by this rule, Fleming's left hand rule. And I know it's not clear to you, and don't worry, let me explain. Okay, so for that I need your help. Just hold your left hand, all of you. Okay, so hold your 3 fingers like this. These 3 fingers are now mutually perpendicular. This is your thumb, this is your index finger, and this is your middle finger. These 3 fingers are perpendicular to each other. Now, first just focus on index finger and the middle finger. Your index finger should point towards the magnetic field. That means your index finger should point from north to south of that magnet. Okay, this is index finger, and you can see in this figure the index finger should point towards the magnetic field. Next, your middle finger, it should point towards the direction of current. So what is the direction of current? Yes, from positive to negative. So the index finger must point from positive to negative, and your middle finger, and your index finger must point from north to south of the magnetic field. Okay, if you hold your middle finger and index finger in this direction, this thumb will give you the direction of that force. Because whenever you hold your middle finger and index finger, or whenever you adjust your middle finger and index finger, as per the direction of magnetic field and current, your thumb will be pointing towards some direction, and that your thumb will give the direction of force at that time. We can do some examples based on this rule, then it will be more clear to you. Okay. And to remember this rule, I will give you a tip, that is father, mother, child. Father, mother, child. Why? Father, F for force. Yes, I will give you a tip. Father, mother, child. Father, F for force. Mother for magnetic field, M. Then here current, C. First letter is C, so it is child. Father, mother, child. So father for force, mother for magnetic field, M. Then child for current. So this will be the order: father, mother, child. So you can easily remember the order. Okay, so your thumb must be along the direction of force, magnetic field index finger along the direction of magnetic field, and your middle finger along the direction of current. Okay.